Welcome back to the POW Podcast. I'm your host, Nick. Join with me today is my good friend, Sir Faye.
Yo, what up?
Alright. So,
Okay.
what do we want to start with? Do we want to start with the whole Twitter situation?
I guess honestly, Twitter, it's cool. I mean, uh, now I gotta search up in my phone library as X. Like,
Mm-hmm.
come on now. Wait, it
I
doesn't
don't.
even pop up as X. I gotta pop up Twitter.
Yours still pops up as Twitter.
Yeah, I have to look at Twitter.
Mine still pops up as X. Or mine pops up as X now. The update went through on mine.
Oh no, yeah, the new black thing with the X looked up. No, but who do you think would win on the fight? Mark Zuckerberg, bro. Why can't I not say his name right?
Mark Zuckerberg or Elon?
Yeah.
I got money on Mark Zuckerberg. He does like Muay Thai or some kind of martial arts. I think it's Jiu-Jitsu or Muay Thai. So Elon does
There
not
was
stand a
a there.
chance.
I mean, but Elon's big.
Yeah, but I don't know. I'd still put my money on Mark. I'll try to find a
My
video
fans
of him training,
just
but
kicked in.
no, yeah,
Oh,
he's. I think he does jujitsu.
Jiu-Jitsu?
Yeah, I'll look it up real quick. Yeah, he does Brazilian jiu-jitsu.
Cause aren't they gonna fight in the Coliseum?
I don't know if they're actually going to fight. I mean, there was talks about it, but
And that would be cool though.
that would be cool. Except I feel like they would absolutely overcharge it, and then it would be over
Yeah,
very
definitely.
quickly.
I mean, not even, not so many people are gonna be even gonna fit in the Coliseum. So
Hmm. See, if they just do like just boxing, I think Elon could stand a chance. But if they do martial art or like MMA in general, he doesn't. There's no chance he wins.
oh yeah, definitely not. There was this video out. It was like this black dude, like an MMA fighter fighting a karate. Like it was like in China. Like they
Hmm.
got into a street fight, and it was like a karate, or I don't know what it was. It was karate
China was probably kung fu.
or like kung fu, something like that.
Yeah.
They got into a fight, and the MMA person just like murk the Chinese person.
If it was like that, then it was. There's a good chance it was karate. Karate's more because in MMA there's a lot of grappling, and karate doesn't necessarily deal with that. Kung fu does more so, and I mean, he might have not been training for long either. That could have been another excuse for it, but I mean, I haven't seen a video, but
Yeah, I've seen it. It was like a guy reacting to it. It's like where a MMA fighter like just guy gets into a fight with like Chinese person. Like he just charges a Chinese person, and then like they do like the weird hands. I mean, I don't do karate, so like,
yeah.
and they just, I don't know,
Well, karate. I mean, I don't know. Like, what do you mean weird hands? Like they just
like uh, the flow. I guess I don't know.
the what?
I don't know. It sounds so dumb. like the way they do the hands, like with the. I guess it was kung fu. Yeah, it was definitely kung fu.
Kung fu
So
does
I
like
thought,
weird shapes. Kung fu has special techniques based off animals, or they're named after animals. I don't know if they're actually based off them.
yeah,
There's
like
like
a
tiger,
monster.
dragon, snake. There's different techniques.
Yeah, I know. It was like um, Tiger Strike.
Yeah. No, karate
All
is
that.
just, it's fists. I'm gonna keep it real with you. You punch.
Karate.
Yeah, you punch. Yeah.
So like someone like some karate person could just whoop my ass.
Oh yeah, most definitely. You
Yeah.
if they've trained long enough, there's a good chance you will not land a hit on them. Because the biggest thing about karate is defense, honestly. Unless like karate down to its baseline, like the original karate and how it was initially and what it was made for, it's a defense martial art.
Defensive martial art.
obviously they have the offense to back it up, but it's meant for defense.
Hmm. Yeah, I don't know. I mean, I've done boxing, wrestling.
Yeah,
I mean, that's the only type of
I started karate. Wasn't in
martial
it
art.
long enough to do much because my hip situation, but I have to. I can't get back into it until next year. It has to be a year after my surgery for it to be technically considered fully healed.
A whole
So,
year?
yeah, so I can't get back into a karate until next February.
Dang, that
Yeah,
must have sucked.
yeah. It sucked at first. It was definitely worth it.
Definitely worth it.
Oh yeah, for sure. Doesn't hurt at all anymore. So
Uh, yeah, I mean, I got toe surgery. Don't hurt no more. So.
yeah, I guess I've technically had three surgeries because the hip one it was considered a double surgery because they did something else as well. They fixed a torn labrum. Uh, but I also had surgery on my finger when I broke it one time. I broke the same
And
finger
what they do?
twice, just
My
at two
sister
different
just had to wear
points.
like one of
Yeah,
those finger braces.
that's all I had the first time, and the second time I broke it, it was broke at like the near the tip of my finger, and that specific part shattered. There's like a really really tiny screw in there.
Really?
Yeah.
So if you go to like a metal detector with like rings,
Oh no, it doesn't go off. The one in my hip doesn't go off.
mm.
It might set it off. Actually, I
my
could be
sis,
wrong about that. I have multiple like big rods in my hip.
yeah, my sister's one does go off.
Hmm.
She had what's that thing called? She had a oh yeah, she had a plate on her arm.
Hmm. She break her arm or what?
Yeah, on at McDonald's. It's because we used to climb on the. I don't know if you ever been to the McDonald's on the boulevard.
Probably.
It has like games.
Yeah, like the play place and stuff.
The,
Little.
yeah, yeah.
Yeah, yeah,
We used to like. The reason they implemented the don't climb is because of my sister.
yeah. So I used to climb and everything.
Yeah, we used to climb on the top. We used to like do backflips and stuff. And she what's it called? She give me a second. I'm getting I'm getting my ass handed to right now.
Yeah, you're
No,
good.
she would like she would climb would get like behind the playground
Hmm.
and like this one he straight up just fell and like landed on her like um on her arm and now she has a big old scar.
Yeah. Sucks,
Yep.
man.
Mhm. I mean,
Sucks for her, not for you. I mean, you probably had a good laugh.
bro, yeah, I started laughing low key. She just started crying. I was like,
Yeah.
loser. I mean, what else? I was a little kid. I don't know if she had a broken arm.
I when I was younger, you know how like some houses or like older houses have like the heating grates in the floor, like for like the AC and the heat and stuff.
Heating grates. Oh yeah,
Like the
yeah, yeah. I
vents in the
have one of
floor.
those. Hmm. Yeah.
Yeah, there was one time when I was really young. I don't remember why, but I had a blanket over it and I was standing on the blanket, not like directly over it, but I was standing on the blanket like further to the back. And
Uh
my
huh.
brother pulled the blanket out from under me and I fell on it and I busted my chin open. So that's a cool one there.
Ouch. It just sounded like it hurted.
It probably did. I don't remember the pain
Just
at
like
all.
you just straight up just busted your chin.
Yeah, busted the chin on the grate on the yeah, so that was cool, I guess. I'm pretty sure I have stitches in it.
Damn.
Wouldn't surprise me.
So yeah. So what do you think about the alien stuff that the government just released out?
Um, it's It's interesting nonetheless. I don't. It could. There's like a 50-50 if it's actually true or not, I think.
You think like they're covering something up?
I mean, they're always covering something up, but I don't know.
Like it's like, well, what's the word? It's just like a we're getting all conspiracy theory up in here, but like like the Chinese balloon situation when like the people brought the like Discord thing where
Yeah.
so CIA agent
See,
just like
yeah, I could see it being as a way to distract us from something else that's happening, but I just don't know for sure because they have like documents dating back to like 1947 about this kind of stuff. They probably have some before that they haven't released yet, but what they've released is 1947, 1954 was their initial releases. I don't. Were they released under Biden or were they? Oh, before that. It was Biden, yeah. Biden
um
released them. Biden released some recently. Didn't Obama also release some? I could be completely wrong about that. I might just be talking to
I
talk, and I
know
could be wrong.
JFK started talking about it. Oh, I might be wrong, but I think JFK talked about aliens like weeks before he died.
Yeah, there's a lot of dude. There's so much stuff about JFK's assassination. So much conspiracy theories. I'm gonna keep it real with you. There's so many. People like to tie him with Lincoln. They tie those two together.
Yeah, I mean, I've heard the stories where like they they died in like some situations are really similar.
Yeah, it's just like I think one of them is like the names of the assassinators and where they were killed and how they were killed. I don't know. I I don't know about Abe Lincoln. I mean, it wouldn't be Abe Lincoln. I think is actual, just a random guy assassinating him because he was mad about the slaves
Yeah,
getting freed. But JFK is just a little odd, and it. I don't know.
I feel like he
He
had like a short running.
he did. He had a very short. He's also the youngest president we ever elected. He knew a lot of stuff wrong with the country, with the government, about how it was corrupt, and he was speaking on it. And then they assassinated him, which makes people think, oh yeah, it was the government did it. And then Marilyn Monroe, who was his little affair, also died. I don't know how she died. I don't know. I don't think she might have been killed. I think she was. How did she die?
It was a like it was a whole thing made by his wife.
It says she overdosed. Is what I'm looking at. But an
I
overdose is
heard.
a really easy way to cover up somebody being killed by the government.
Yeah, definitely. Nah, it's the wife and the
Maybe
wife.
JFK's wife. I
I
don't
don't
know.
even know if he had a wife, but like,
He did. He did. He did. He had an
oh,
affair
okay.
with Marilyn Monroe. It was
She got
very
all her.
known though.
Yeah, she when it went to the light, she got all heartbroken. And she's like, she said, oh, "I'm gonna kill you." He's like, "Nah, you want no balls." And then, oh, that's crazy.
I don't know, man. Conspiracies. They. I mean, you want to jump down the rabbit hole? There's a whole lot of them, man.
Oh yeah, yeah,
People thinking the moon
yeah.
landing is fake. People thinking there's mole people. There's the Earth is hollow. It's crazy that the amount of conspiracies there are.
Flat earthers.
I know. Like, how are you gonna say they're just flat, bro? You can if you have a good enough distance in front of you, if you live in like the country area, you can look and you can see the horizon line curving.
Yeah,
You
but I
can
mean,
see the curve of the horizon.
they probably think if the Earth is flat is because when you go to the sea, it's like a circle. It's not really, you know what I mean?
I don't know
Like
why
you
they
look up
think
to the
it's flat,
distant
man.
and
Yeah,
yeah,
it does not make sense.
low kid does not even like in like the mindset of a guy on like
There was
back.
this one guy who had a TV series, I think on Discovery Channel, about trying to prove that the Earth was flat. In one of his experiments, he proved it was round.
Bruh, how?
He did this thing with like lights and holes and like a couple walls, and he was like, if it appears like this, it's flat. If it appears like this, it's round. It appeared like the fact that it was round, and he kind of just proved it there.
Like stop the theory.
Yeah, I mean, can't go on after that after you literally prove it's round. So,
Yeah, Loki.
I mean, we could jump into more conspiracies if you want. Honestly, I don't mind. This
Yeah,
be
I'm
make it an
switching up.
interesting episode, really. All right, I'll look some up
Yeah,
real quick.
while I'm running this a fire giant and Elden Ring fight.
All right.
So what games are you
Oh,
playing right now?
oh, games. I play a lot of games, mainly shooter games. But let's talk about the 9/11 conspiracies. What about those ones?
Oh. Oh, we're getting canceled for sure.
I mean, they can. I mean, let's go. Come on, censor us, censor us. I dare you, man. I know my rights.
We get swatted. We get swatted.
That'd be
FBI open
terrible.
up. Yeah.
The biggest, I think. Okay, I think the biggest thing with the uh 9/11 is the beams that were used weren't there. The jet fuel doesn't burn hot enough to melt those beams. Not only did recordings, it if you compare it to like a what's the word I'm looking for, a it's like a uh, controlled demolition of a building. If you compare them side by side, they look very very similar. And also the fact that the government, like the day before, lost trillions of dollars.
Yeah,
They
on the
lost it.
wasn't it like the
I think it was like
the
two
Trade Center,
trillion.
right? It's like the Trade Center, like the World Trade Center.
I don't know if it was with that, but I mean, I don't know. It's just they lost a bunch of money. This stuff doesn't match up, and they're like, you know what? Let's get this. Rather than telling people, hey, we lost all this money, let's just do this. And I can't like say, oh, President Bush would never do that because I mean, all the politicians are corrupt in one way or another, even the ones that we actually like that have done good for the country. You know, they all got some kind of scandal.
Yeah, for sure, for sure. Yeah. I mean, not everybody's is like good. So
Yeah, I mean, I'm a Trump supporter through and through, but at the same time, I mean, he's definitely done some stuff.
some
He's
stupid stuff. Yeah. I
Yeah,
mean,
I
not.
mean, there's like known stuff. I'm pretty sure he's had like multiple affairs on his wife, and like people just like know that, and I don't know.
I mean, his wife barely even speaks English. How am I even
Yeah,
fight?
I don't know, man. Oh, what about this one? This one's a funny one. This one blows my mind that people believe this. The birds aren't real theories. What?
What?
You know?
Oh,
Yeah,
they think they're like
yeah.
robots.
People
They
think they're
find
government
governments flying
drones. Yo,
pigeons.
it's crazy. People are
Maybe
always,
pigeons. Maybe pigeons.
I don't
Those
know,
pigeons are
man.
weird. I've seen
Maybe
that one video
pigeons.
of the
Pigeons are
one boy
funny.
saluting
Yeah,
what's his
Vladimir.
face.
Yeah,
I think that's pretty funny.
it's pretty funny.
No, but that could be Photoshop as well. But
What about lizard people in the government and stuff in powerful positions? About that one? What are your
I don't
thoughts on that
know.
one?
I mean, I mean, that could lead up to the like alien things. People just
Hmm.
been like noticing off things. I don't know.
I don't know. I think it's pretty far fetched. I'm gonna be honest. I don't think it's very plausible. I don't know. There have been weird videos with people. People think Zuckerberg's like a lizard person.
Yeah, because supposedly like their eyes change and stuff.
Yeah, but then again, all those recordings are like super old, low quality. So it's like one of those things that it could be an issue with the film. You never know with those ones.
Yeah, and then they think it's like they think
They think he's a
it's
lizard person and he's gonna take over the world as a lizard guy. I don't know.
maybe the metaverse.
Maybe the metaverse. I don't know. I think it's Zuckerberg's been buying a lot of stuff recently. He recently bought
You
Instagram.
just check up on his account stuff.
Oh no, I mean it just makes headlines when he buys something. He bought Instagram recently. I don't know if you knew that or not. So that's now officially part of the quote unquote metaverse.
But I thought that was like just part of Facebook and this just to begin with.
Oh no, it wasn't. He bought it. It's been a bit since he bought it, but yeah, hasn't always been like that.
That's crazy.
And then obviously he owns Oculus, the VRs and stuff. He owns all those.
I knew that.
Yeah. Speaking of the VRs, there's a new one coming out. I think later this month. The Oculus Quest 3 is coming out soon.
It's like fully no wires needed.
The Quest 2, the Quest ones don't need any wires. There's a standalone, but it's gonna have more sensors and stuff on it, and it's just gonna run better than the previous two.
Mm.
Like there's quite a big difference between the Quest 1 and the Quest 2 that I've noticed in playing with my friends that have Quest 1s.
So just more sensors.
Yeah, it's gonna have way more sensors, better quality of sensors and stuff.
Have you ever have you ever watched this Sword Art Online?
No.
Okay, well let me just spoiler. Let me just like
Yeah, I mean, go for it. I've watched one anime and I've not been interested in any other ones, so go for it.
okay. So it's about this. So these guys get on VR, right? And they get stuck into like the VR.
Hmm.
It's like they just VR like if they get like VR is just like they just get stuck on VR. They can't move. They can't do anything.
Yeah.
Uh, well, the VR is like a conscious. It like takes your conscience and
Hmm.
like upload it. It's weird, but I'm getting gangbanged by these big old birds.
I was playing Elden Ring during a podcast.
No, but what was I saying again? I got distracted.
You're talking about Sword Art Online and how it like uploads your consciousness, your
Oh,
conscience.
yeah, okay, okay. Yeah, so it's like it's a VR which you put on, and then like when it activates, it like takes full on your conscience. Your conscience gets uploaded to your like the game,
Hmm.
and like you don't like you're asleep. It's like a dream. It's a game
Hmm.
or anime,
Yeah.
but and well in this one, so usually you have to press like the exit, like go back to the real world. Well,
Gotcha.
this one game had like just didn't have it, and it's because of the nerve gear. Like it takes full. You feel every stabbing. You feel everything. It's like part of like the takes control of your brain and stuff.
Yeah. Brain, nervous system, all
Running
that.
to
Yeah, got you.
yeah, and then the I'm not really good at explaining things, but
You're good. You're good.
well, they go into one game. Well, he goes into one game, and then he can't exit out. He finds out he can't exit out, and then the villain of the story comes out and be like, "This is you bought my game, and now you live in my world, and now you can't leave. If you try to take off the headset, or your family tries to take out the headset, you will die. Like your brain will
Hmm.
explode.
Yeah.
It'll send like a brain signal through your
S-
headset
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
that will like make your brain to mush."
I hate to cut you off there, but speaking of that, there was actually a headset made, a VR headset made, where if you died in the game, it would it would kill you. It
Yeah,
had
it was
it had
made from.
explosives on it.
Yeah, it was made from that show. It was like a.
Gotcha. Gotcha. Gotcha.
Yeah, that's where they got the idea from.
Okay. Okay.
That's what I was talking. I was gonna talk.
Gotcha. Gotcha. Gotcha.
That's yeah.
Yeah. VR is
No,
hard,
but
man. Some games in VR are crazy.
I don't know. I mean, I've tried VR before. I don't have my own VR set.
Hmm.
Do you think that they could do something like that, where like they upload your conscience to the game,
No, not like that.
or like,
It would have
or
to.
like not like.
The only way they could do that in theory, of course, I don't think it'd ever actually be possible, is some kind of chip connect to your brain that would have to plug into that. Like like imagine you had like a little USB at the back of your neck that had a chip that
Oh,
connected to your
like
brain.
Avatar.
I've never watched Avatar, so I can't even.
The blue people.
Yeah, no, dude, I watched that movie once, and I didn't watch the second one. I watched the first one forever ago,
Yeah.
so I don't even remember. It was just I don't remember anything that happened in it, so I can't even talk about that.
I haven't watched none of them either. I mean, I
Yeah,
just watched the first one, so.
yeah. Well, there's a second one, and they already have like five other ones planned after that. They already have like dates planned and everything. It's crazy,
Hmm.
but
Interesting.
yeah, they're really planning ahead, man. But
8 of them?
uh, I think. Let me check real quick.
Because 8 is wild. Like, what are they? The Fast and Furious movies?
They have the first one. Okay,
Have you watched the new one?
I have not watched the new one.
Alright, well, the main villain is like gay.
Okay, so the
I just
guy.
thought to say that.
Okay, he's saying right now they currently have up to Avatar. They have the dates planned for Avatar up to Avatar 9 or up to Avatar 5. Sorry, coming out. They have it planned for 2031. But then it also says that the director, has plans for a sixth and a seventh.
But I feel like that's just way too much right there.
It's way too much. I think the Fast and Furious movies are way too much. I think they should have stopped way earlier. Like there's 10 now.
Yeah, I mean,
Don't they go
the
to
last one
space
was.
in 9, I'm pretty sure. Yeah.
They do?
I think so. I've heard the
I
newest
haven't
one's
watched
good.
9.
I
Yeah, it's pretty good.
I stopped watching him at Tokyo Drift, so
Bro, you're way behind then.
I'm very behind. Which one was Tokyo Drift, the third or fourth or what?
I think it's the third.
Because Fast and Furious, Too Fast, Too Furious,
Yeah, Too
and
Fast, Too
then
Furious.
I don't know what names they decided to name them after that and stuff. I couldn't even begin to guess. I know they got to a point where they're just like Fast 9, Fast 10, Fat. I don't know.
Yeah, Loki. Yeah, they give up on the naming.
Yeah, I've never been interested in the Fast and Furious movies. My family loves them. Well, my dad and my brother loves them,
Oh,
but my mom doesn't care for
I
them.
think they're okay. Look,
They're
yeah,
alright.
Loki. I think they're okay.
They just stopped becoming like they just stopped being about racing, and they were just random crap.
Like we're criminals now.
Yeah, it's ridiculous.
We're the top criminals in STIA. Like,
Yeah, I have no
and then they
idea,
were,
dude.
or like, the Rock and Hobbs. What was that?
Hobbs and Shaw.
Yeah, that one's pretty good. But I mean, it has to do about a guy that it's like physically enhanced.
Uh huh. The newest one with Jason Momoa. My brother was saying how they made him overly flamboyant. His character,
What does that mean?
gay.
Yeah, that's what I was saying
Yeah,
earlier.
and I just don't. That's not a
That
character.
doesn't that doesn't fit him. Like it
Yeah, I was
doesn't
gonna say
fit his
it doesn't
style.
fit Jason Momoa. That's not who that dude is way too manly to be a homosexual. Cancel me if you
Exactly.
want for saying that. I will stand on that. There's so many.
I mean, I think he did a good job playing a gay person,
Hmm. I haven't seen it, so I haven't.
but
I still need to watch it.
I mean, it doesn't fit his character, like
Yeah,
his
it's just off. It
body
just
build.
seems off.
Yes, it does.
Yeah.
But I'm not sure if he's gay, but I know he's a I know they pictured him as a psychopath.
Hmm. I Yeah. From what I was told is he's crazy and like right there on the verge of being like flamboyant, just super, super flamboyant.
Yeah, I mean, he has ponytails. He
Well,
he
I
like
mean,
paint.
not even
Well, hold
that.
up, hold up. Just let me. He has like painted nails like pink
Oh God,
and like
pink.
yeah, yeah, pink, purple, and like he matches his nails to the car that he's driving.
That's interesting.
Uh, yeah, it's I don't know. It's kind of weird to be honest with you.
Yeah.
Like it made me uncomfortable to be honest with you. Like like just to see his like Aquaman.
Yeah, gay Aquaman.
Yeah. To be honest. Was raise my
Yeah,
max HP. I might use that.
I don't know, man. I think directors are getting. They're just making movies about anything now.
To be honest, but it could be because of the writers struck.
Maybe. I don't know. The writer's strike didn't. It mainly influenced stuff that was ran by Sony or. Uh,
Netflix.
yeah, a lot of. Anything that was partnered with Netflix, really anything partnered with Netflix, which is
Most of everything.
small. Yeah, a lot of stuff, but it's mainly smaller stuff, honestly. But, I mean, have you seen the newest Insidious movie?
Serious.
Yeah,
I don't think so.
it's pretty good. It's set. I'm trying to remember. It's set. No, I haven't even seen it yet. Never mind. But it is set after the event. Okay, so the way it works, there's four of them currently. I mean, there are five now because of the new one, but there was four. And in order of like how they were released, like their actual like timeline, it goes the third one, the fourth one, and then the first second one. And then the fifth one is placed, I think, like 10 years after the time of the second one.
Okay.
So they released Insidious 1 and
Alright,
2,
going back.
and then
Insidious. Insidious.
Chapter 3,
It sounds familiar. I just don't
yeah. Chapter
doesn't
3
ring
and
any
4
bells.
was placed, was the timeline was before the events of 1 and 2.
Interesting. So
Yeah,
it's like
they're
all over
good
the place.
movies. Oh, not really. That's all. There's only five, so there's not really bad like that. But I mean, Star Wars is like that, though. Star Wars
Yeah.
goes all out of whack with the
That's why I
timeline.
really
I,
That's why I really don't want to watch it.
I
To be
still
honest with
enjoy
you.
Star Wars. Honestly, all you gotta do is watch the first two episodes, which is Phantom Menace and I think it's the second one, and I don't know the other one. I have the original two in my closet, just sitting there in disc. No, the Insidious movies are good though.
Are they?
Yeah, it's like the demonic possession stuff. It's kind of like Conjurings, but it's a different timeline. Have you seen the
Um.
Conjuring movies?
Yeah. Nah.
Okay.
Kind of a pussy.
I love scary movies, honestly.
Yeah. Nah. You will never see me. Never. You will never see me watching.
No, I watch them. I mean, I watch it by myself in my room at night, so I mean, there's really
No. You
no
crazy.
lights off,
No. Hell no.
Home Alone, just that kind of stuff.
Yeah. Yeah. No. You're fucking crazy.
What else? What's on our other topic? YouTube
Yeah.
right
Like.
now.
Oh.
Do we want to
Nah.
get into that?
We can't.
I mean, I love YouTube. It's grateful to have a platform to be able to post on and express myself, but at the same time, it's got some messed up. It's got some messed up situations at some points. Just to put it
Yo.
simply.
I agree with you, bro. Like
Yep.
to me, yeah. Like sometimes, like I feel like sometimes there's like things that should be like restricted of all platforms.
Mm-hmm. I agree. And I
But
think
I mean,
one of those is the guy that's bleaching his butthole on camera and shaving it. I think that shouldn't be allowed on the platform, but I mean, it is because he says it's informational.
completely agree.
Yep, completely there, no censoring at
Completely.
all, and it blows my mind. Another issue I have with the I don't experience this anymore, which I mean, it's one of those like I guess you'd call it a guilty pleasure. I guess is the fact that I have YouTube Premium. Uh,
Yeah, I have that
uh,
too.
but the
They
ads
raised the
now
price. I'm so mad.
they okay that doesn't go in, but they're not putting that into effect for previous people until September. So that's it won't charge that
I'm so
thirteen
mad. I'm
ninety
so
nine until next
mad.
month. But their ads have
I'm
gotten
so
out of
mad.
hand. It's almost impossible to watch without premium.
Yeah.
Like you'll get
Or
like
like
three
the
ads at
video,
the start of a video, and it's like wow.
or the one video with like 20 ads.
Yeah, dude. Okay, but some people, man, I don't know how people get that many
But I mean, I think that's
ads.
just creators, right?
Yeah, it's creator based, really. It depends if they have if they're getting ad revenue. They can get paid to have ads on. But then a lot of people they'll either not have ads and rely on channel members, or they'll the actual sponsorships from big companies. Like a big one is Raid Shadow Legends. Honestly, you see
Yeah.
that all the time. You see so many videos where like this
Or
video is sponsored by, and it's Raid Shadow Legends. I've also seen Genshin
what's
Impact
the other
sponsoring
one?
a lot. NordVPN sponsors a lot.
What's the
Surfshark sponsors a lot. Which one are you talking about? Is it a
the?
game? Is it?
Yeah, it's a game. It's like they've gotten really out of hand. Like I have a million power.
Oh, Rise of Kingdoms.
Yeah.
Yeah, I already have 50 million power on Rise of Kingdoms.
Oh yeah, I
Yeah.
have this much.
Oh yeah. I.
Like no, yeah.
Oh, you can't eat with us if you don't have 30 million power in Rise of Kingdom. And it's always the ads are always people with like poor English,
Yeah.
English as their obviously second language, and they have this thick accent. It's crazy.
But,
You
like,
can't eat with us because you don't have this much power.
and then like games try to copy that
Yes,
format.
it's crazy.
It's not even a good format to follow, but I mean they copy it.
Yeah, they'll be at a restaurant and they'll be like, "I have this much power," and the waiter comes over. He's like, "Oh, you have that much power? It is free. Then you don't have to pay me." It's like, dude, it's like, bro, if I walk in to a fancy restaurant and I'm like, "I have this much power. I'm not paying," they're kicking me out. I'm
For
getting
real.
trespassed, and I'm not ever gonna be allowed back.
But like, man, you're crazy. Just get on my server. Like, what if like you did ass just walk into like let's say Walmart. Let's say you're buying like Oreos and like look at you like this is $8. You're like, oh yeah, well I have 8 million
I have 8
power.
million power in Rise of Kingdoms. Oh my god, sir, I didn't know you had that much power. It's free. It's on me. It's on me. Let me tell you a little secret about
um,
Walmart real quick. Something you can do
so
if you work there. So
huh?
basically, you have this thing, you have a little, you know how they have like a little swiping thing, like the little tag to edit prices and stuff?
Uh-huh.
You can just do that when you buy stuff and make everything $1 or free.
That ass.
Yes, I've seen videos
Isn't it
of
kind of
it.
like
It's absolutely
isn't
stealing,
that
but
just
I've seen
stealing?
videos of it where they'll swipe their thing, they'll scan their thing all the time. They'll just scan it and they'll make it $1 or they'll make it like way cheaper than what it is. Like they'll get like something to eat or something like a box of so they like a box of Pop Tarts or something, and they'll just swipe their thing and make it like more than half off. Like how much? Like maybe $4. They'll drop it down to $1 or $2, and they can just do that.
Bro, that's crazy. No, you could teach me.
I mean, I
Teach
don't
me
work
the
at
way.
Walmart, so I don't have one of those things.
Oh, you have to work at Walmart.
Yeah, you have to work at Walmart. You have to have one of the things, unless you can like steal one of the tags from an employee. Like, I mean, then you could just go and
Like, boogang.
buy a $300 TV for $50.
You know what got really out of hand?
What?
Really quick? The lick situation, like in the beginning of
That?
the
Oh, the
beginning of
devious
2020.
lick thing.
Yes.
Yes, dude. That That got dude. That got so even at school, bro. They took everything from the boys' bathroom.
I know. I was so
They
mad. I
took
was
the
like, bro,
door. They took the soap. They took the paper towels. They took everything.
all right. The what's it called? The door is kind of crazy.
Yeah, taking the door, bro. It's wild. I don't know, man. They be going outrageous on some kind of stuff like that.
Yeah, low key.
Only one where I mean, you're graduating early, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So I mean, so you just go till December or what?
Mhm.
That's
Or even
nice.
earlier. I only
Even
got two
earlier.
classes though.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, but like for me, I mean, last year of high school is gonna be it's kind of crazy.
Yeah. No, I think I'm. I don't know if I'm still allowed to go to the pep rallies, but I'm probably gonna go
Maybe
to the school events.
I don't see if you didn't get banned from those, and you should be able to go.
Yeah.
I don't see why you wouldn't be able to.
Yeah, because I see parents going all the time. So.
Yeah, I don't.
Uh,
Yeah,
but
I don't know if they were like you can't come to them, they'd tell you.
yeah, definitely.
But if it's because you're
I don't
graduating
know.
early, I don't think they keep you from going. And I think if
Yeah.
you go into like DAP and stuff like that, I think it's only for that school year that you're not allowed to go to them.
Oh yeah, yeah. There's not even for school. It's just about the time you're in DAP.
Oh, just the time that you're there. Okay. I didn't know
Yeah.
if they were more harsh about it or not.
Yeah, just by the time.
Yeah, that's not bad then, honestly. Depending on, I mean, unless some people get sent there for half the school year.
Yeah, me.
you, I don't know.
I was so mad. But I mean, it was my fault to be honest.
Yeah, I think the worst part about that though was getting kicked out of cosmetology. Honestly.
Yeah, but I mean, like, I was didn't know what I was gonna do with my life. I was just gonna cut hair and smoke. Like, looking at not a really good plan.
Not a very good plan, but you know.
But now, I mean, I think it's just it was like it brought up my mind. I mean, now I'm gonna go to the Marines. So,
Yeah. I can't,
which I
dude. I've been getting so many phone calls and text messages from uh like recruiting officers.
huh? Why?
I don't know.
Who put your name in the like calling pool?
No telling. But they'll
Oh,
just be
Jaden.
no. Jade wouldn't do that. But even like I don't want to join the military, but even if I wanted to, I couldn't because
Yeah, because of
of
your
my
head
surgery.
thing.
Yeah, I couldn't do that.
I mean, but your recruiter just tell you to lie.
Yeah, I don't know.
Like, literally, so you go into briefing before you go into maps, which is where you get your. It's where you get your physical done.
Mhm.
You get completely naked, spread your cheeks, and they look at your butthole.
Hey man, I'm not letting. No, I think I'll pass. Actually, I'm not interested in this.
No, yeah, they 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 touch your balls, make you cough.
Yeah, I think I'll pass on this. Honestly, I'm gonna keep it real.
I mean, that's what I did at least.
Attention! Show me your privates, private.
Okay, that's crazy right there.
Hey man, you never know, bro.
Show me your privates, private.
It's a running joke with me and Peyton. I'm not sure where it is. I think he just randomly said it one time, or maybe he saw it in a meme or something. I don't know. It's
What y'all talking about
hilarious.
last time?
Um, I couldn't even tell you off the top of my head. We talked about some random stuff though. Just whatever we talked about. I don't know, man.
All right, so I'm trying to go back to like more conspiracy theories.
I mean, we can
Make
go
it
back to
like
whatever you want to go back
swatted.
to. We can absolutely go back to conspiracy theories if you want. I think there's too much censorship in the world right now, and that
Oh, for sure, for sure. I
like
just saw what's
it's.
called a video on TikTok of this guy preaching like in the middle of a sidewalk with like a speaker, and like police just arrested him.
Hmm.
They said it was because of the amp.
Earth's getting evil, man.
Yep,
It's
definitely,
getting
bro.
real evil. But I mean,
Bro,
for all these people that are
the
denying God, though, their day is coming.
mm-hmm. They have what's it called? I mean, they're it's counted.
Hmm. It's crazy, and if you look on TikTok, dude, I mean, there's so much stuff about anti-Christian, but if you go about uh, what is it where you don't believe?
Eh,
Atheist, anti-atheist, anti-Satan, anti-this, anti-that. There's nothing under that. There's no videos under that. But there are hundreds and hundreds, and probably even thousands, honestly, of anti-Christian
Definitely.
TikToks that are just allowed on the app.
Yeah, and then like the first Christian post you get, you like get shadow banned.
Oh, I haven't had any Christian. I haven't posted any of that, so I haven't. I've not done that yet. But I mean, it doesn't surprise me. It's
Well, yeah, it's because there used to be this one guy I used to like to see, but I mean I think he got banned off the site.
hmm.
Which another conspiracy theory I heard is like a Christian conspiracy theory, is that they're bringing the aliens,
Oh, about
the
them
alien
being
stuff.
fallen
So like
angels. Or is that what you're talking about?
not just that, but like of the alien stuff is like how they're gonna cover up the rapture.
Honestly, that wouldn't surprise me. I could. They
Hmm.
could try that. Also, speaking of, now we're on
That's
this whole
that's
thing. Uh, the mark of the beast. What do you think that's gonna end up being?
definitely a type of chip.
But like you said, chip, like a microchip.
Yeah, yeah, like a microchip
You
implant.
saying that now? I saw a video earlier. They're doing that in Australia right now, and it's completely. You go. It's free to do it, and they're putting like all their identification and their banking system in a chip in their arm, and like their hand, like their wrist. And I mean, the Bible says both hands and the forehead. Now I don't know if this is exactly it,
There's
but
different translations.
yeah,
It
obviously.
says that it could be in the chip, it could be on the hand or on the what was it called? On the forehead. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Forehead, yeah. I don't know. And the whole thing about, now that we're on this again, I'm gonna bring the new Twitter rebrand back up. Everything
What
with
about it?
Elon, there's rumors about him being Antichrist because everything he's doing now has to do with X. And I think in, let me see real quick. I took a screenshot of it. It was a comment. This guy said on the occultist side, X symbolizes the god of the crossroads.
Which
And he,
is
okay, so the crossroads is basically, it's, I don't know if it's fully metaphorical. I don't think it's fully metaphorical. It's definitely metaphorical. But people meeting the devil at the crossroads to get their desire
oh,
and sell their
I've heard
soul.
about that. Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah, yeah, I've heard about that.
not even gonna lie, I'm getting chills right now. But uh, the comment
It's because it's
continues.
like,
He's trying to create a bridge. He's trying to create a bridge from the real world and spiritual world with AI.
I've
Talking about
heard of
Elon.
that. It could be AI as well.
I have heard the AI being anti. AI's, ooh, I don't like it.
I don't like it either.
It's very
Definitely.
odd. Cause I don't know. It's all up to speculation right now. Like we won't know we don't know right now.
Sure. Hmm. I mean, a good way to know is if it's not in the Bible. I mean,
Yeah, obviously,
it's
but
more.
I mean,
Yeah.
it's kind of hard to, with certain stuff. It's kind of hard to directly correlate how the world
Yeah.
is now to the Bible.
I mean, because the Bible was written like years ago, so I mean,
Many,
if they
many,
got
many.
like visions of like of today's time,
Hmm.
like it could mean a lot of things, you know.
Yeah, like it doesn't specify this person or this company or this or that or. oh, it's gonna be AI or it's not gonna be AI. It doesn't specify any of that
Yeah,
exactly. So
definitely.
it's like it's just one of those things. No, but yeah, the rumor is that
Oh yeah.
he's the Antichrist because of all the X stuff and the what X means in the occultist side. But
Oh, that's crazy. And then the.
it is very crazy.
Mm-hmm.
Speaking of,
Oh.
go ahead, go ahead, go. You go first.
Okay, go ahead. No, you go first.
No, bro, go first.
I'm gonna. You're just gonna be probably more interesting. Go
I
first.
don't care. Just go first, bro.
You go first. All right, whatever. So I was speaking to this prophet, right?
Mhm.
And it's not my story to tell, but like he was talking about he went to a insane asylum to pray for a person,
Mhm.
and I was like, okay, so is that like just a spirit like for crazy people? You know how like people get crazy and just go in?
Mhm. Yeah.
He's like a
Just.
hundred. He's like 100%. That's like a spirit. Like when they like become psychopaths and all that.
Mhm.
He's like yeah, that's definitely like a demon in them. Cause he said when he went in there, he went to pray in this one room, and he came out and there was like a bunch of people surrounding him.
Yeah. Um.
Like it's like people like full of demons and stuff.
Yeah. There's this guy I follow, and he was talking about a dream he had, and he was saying in the dream he was like chained up, and in the distance was like multiple like dark figures that he couldn't see their face or anything, but they were speaking in tongue, so like Latin or just a different
Mm-hmm.
like, tongue language he's ever heard. And he was saying how in that situation he started praying, and as he was praying, they started getting closer and closer to him, and he was saying, "Please God, get me out of this." And then when he got out of it and he woke up, he said he immediately started praying when he woke up, and there was like
Mm-hmm.
an evil demonic voice yelling no in his ear while he was praying after he'd already woken up.
Yeah, I think I heard. I think I've heard of that guy. It was like he's like.
His whole page
I,
is Christian stuff.
yeah.
I don't remember his page off the top
I
of my head,
mean,
but
oh, I'm getting chills.
so
Like
am I.
the
So am I.
like the topics is crazy.
It's very. Um, I had a I had a similar situation like that the other night. Honestly, not that intense. Like to the point where after I woke up, it was still happening, but it was like inside the dream. I went to sleep, and then it came after me, like just some dark entity.
Mm.
And then I prayed in the dream, and then I ended up waking up. But it was nowhere near as intense as his, where it was going continuing into after he woke up. But I don't know, it's just real weird.
I
Sketch me
mean,
out, man.
it's just in the Bible you can cast out demons with just the name of Jesus. So.
Yeah, I know they don't like that name.
Mm. So I went to this church thing today. It's like discipleship,
Hmm.
and they were going through like this passage thingy. Well, this passage in the Bible where it said demons knew Jesus before he was even born,
Hmm.
and what's it called? They'll bow like they bowed down to him.
Yeah.
I think it was like in Matthew.
Speaking of, now that we're on this topic now, what's your favorite Bible verse? Might as well ask that. You might as well ask you that.
Mm, it's a I think it's John uh 3:17.
What is it?
I can't think of. I hold up. I can't think about it in top of my mind. Like here, let me just die real quick. Let me look it up. It's one of the John in the John
Mine's
Bible.
also in John, in the book of John.
I have it in TikTok. Oh yeah, John 13:7.
What is this? What is that one exactly?
Here, let me just say real quick. John. Was it the first of John or what was it? Hold up.
All right, you're good, man.
Well, it was because I don't know why there's just the third. There's like three books of John.
Yeah.
Okay, never mind. There's like four books. There's like John. There's John 1, John 2, John 3.
Hmm.
Okay, 13, 7. Okay, Jesus replied, "You do not realize how you don't. Okay, you do not realize now what I'm doing, but later you will understand."
Hmm. I like that one. It's a good one.
Yeah.
Mine is John 11:35, shortest verse in the Bible. Jesus wept. That's it.
Jesus what?
Jesus wept.
He
Like
cried.
cried. Yeah, Jesus cried.
What?
And the reason for that is because I think a lot of times guys are conditioned to hide their feelings and to never show
Mm-hmm.
emotion, and that kind of lets you know it's okay to cry. Jesus cried. It's okay to cry.
Well, the reason why I like this verse is because a lot of times you go into you go into this mindset where you stuck in this one place and you can't get out,
Yeah.
but it's all in God's process,
Yep.
to get you where He wants you to get. Like it's all in like you're in a desert, but that desert is just a test of faith.
Just a trial.
Yeah, bro. I don't know what it was, but I felt like really like when we were talking about all the demon stuff.
Hmm.
I felt like really like I don't know what it was.
Like uncomfortable.
Mm-hmm.
I got chills.
Like and as soon as we started talking about this, like it all went away.
Yeah. No, I mean chills, man. When we bring up
Yeah.
the genuine demon stuff, like not the movies. The movies are fake. When we're talking about this
Oh,
actual demon
definitely.
stuff, man, just chills. Like even bringing it up again now, chills, man.
Yeah, and it's crazy how like they try to go after our generation.
Yep. It's really bad in our generation, man. It's really bad.
Yeah, you see it at school. Like I'm not gonna name people or stuff, but like you see it at school all the time.
Hmm. Yeah, it's you see it everywhere. It's not even just like it's
Mm-hmm.
ridiculous. And I see all these videos that just bother me, and it's of these false prophets and stuff. It's
Oh yeah.
these people that are just leaders in church, they're pastors in church, and they're just. I saw one which was incredible karma, honestly, but this specific church, I don't remember where it was at, but they were having some kind of like something gay like going on in the church. They were supporting that,
And
and the
then the
church
lights
got
turn
yep,
off.
no, the church got struck by lightning and burned
Oh
down.
yeah, no,
And I
that's
saw this
definitely
other
God's
video
wrath.
that bothered me, and it was this lady talking about how Jesus was a they them, Jesus was trans. It's like no,
No, which that's completely like when he was talking about they them, he was talking about
multiple people.
the
It's
legion,
yes,
the
an
legion
entity.
of demons. Yeah.
Or if they's used, it's used in a as terms of multiple people. It's and I don't,
Yeah.
can't even tell you how many times in the Bible it refers to Jesus as he.
Uh-huh.
I
Even though
could
it's
open
like
up my
three.
Bible right now and I could open a random page and it's gonna reference Jesus as he. Guarantee it.
Mm-hmm. Oh, I was watching this one video. He was like in the middle of he was like supporting like pride and stuff.
Hmm.
How and then the whole lights like the whole thing just shuts down and goes up and just shuts down like the whole lights.
Yeah, all the lights shut off.
And like the whole sound system, everything like just the power goes out, right?
Yep.
And it's just and and then he says, "Oh, this is not God's wrath. Don't worry, guys."
Yeah. Well.
But which I 100% believe it was God's
Oh, of
work right there.
course. I mean, that's not just gonna, you know, it's weird, man. It's crazy, really. Not even gonna use the word weird. It's crazy. World is getting so corrupt, and it's just getting to a point.
Did it cut off for you?
What do you mean? Like, were you talking? Did you say something a second ago? It might have cut out. I didn't
No,
notice it.
no, but it like it started acting more bigger side.
Hmm. No, I didn't
You
notice.
know,
It
like
might
YouTube
have.
videos where like it cuts off, then like it speeds up the audio.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, yeah, yeah. I think that was on you. It didn't do it for me at all.
Okay, okay.
I'm not sure why. It could be using Discord as a on a web browser, or it could be your internet just randomly deciding to mess up. Never know.
Yeah, it's probably that.
Could have been mine, honestly, just my internet messing up for a second there. Couldn't tell you. Yeah, but I don't know.
Yep.
World is evil.
All right, let's change. It definitely is. Let's change the subject.
Yeah, let's.
Let's talk about
Anything
something
else?
else.
Anything else you wanna? Any other topic you wanna go on about?
What is that, Jewish? Hold on, let me just clean because I just spilled water.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
Did you just like knock a cup over or what?
Well, the water bottle.
Oh, gotcha. I did that the other day.
Yeah.
It was it was a
But I
zero.
mean,
It was one of those
it didn't
zero
get all
calorie
over.
sodas, so it wasn't bad. But I had it in a cup, and I stood up to move something, and I bumped it, and it went all over my desk. It went under my Xbox, under my keyboard. It was zero again. It was zero, so it wasn't sticky or anything. But
Bro, you know what's crazy?
what?
We started talking about all this demon stuff at 3 a.m.
I know it's kind of wild.
Yeah. Well, in the name of Jesus, I'm protected by his faith
Yep.
and his blood.
Amen,
Amen.
brother.
I kind of felt uncomfortable there for a
Yeah,
second.
yeah. Really.
But now I feel better.
Yeah.
Like, I even stopped playing the game.
I'm not playing the game. I'm kind of just. I'm not playing anything. I'm kind of just sitting here. I'm just chilling.
Yeah. I don't know, but I mean, it's a big old spiritual war out there, so.
Yep, big time. More and more every day.
And it's crazy because, like, a lot of the, like, revelations, thing is, are getting fulfilled.
Yep. I think the biggest indicator of that is the drying of the Euphrates River.
Mm-hmm. And I've heard, like, people go to the Euphrates River getting dry and they hear, like, screams on, like,
I
holes and
have heard
stuff.
about that. Oh my god, I have chills again. Jesus,
No, look, I don't have chills no more. I'm chilling.
I do. Um, yeah, but also there was recently a Bible talks about there being like barren land getting water again. There was recently a I don't I guess you want to we call it a geyser, I guess, of water shooting out of the ground in the desert and making a river.
Yeah, because of yeah, it talks about like talks about rivers drying up and deserts have like
Hmm.
it's like this it's like deserts like getting full of water and like bodies of water drying up and stuff.
Yep.
So, do you think the the Garden of Eden was here on Earth?
Okay, the biggest theory I've heard is that I'm gonna I'm gonna pull it up real quick because um it's at the it's located at the top. I think was it say the top of the world?
Like
Um,
like in like the North Pole.
yeah, like yes, and I think that's what they said, but it's higher up. It's higher up, and the reason they say the theory I saw though, I can't. I don't know where the video is, and I can't find that video. But they were saying how there was an old map, like one of the original maps of the Earth, showed the top part of all like the rivers mentioned in the Bible, like the Euphrates, the Tigris. What are the other ones mentioned?
Those are the only two I remember.
I'm looking it up real quick. Uh, the Pison, the Gihon, Tigris, and the Euphrates.
Which the other two haven't been like
And the
discovered,
other
right?
two, yeah, they're not located, but we know where the other two are. And the old map showed those, like where the Tigris and Euphrates are now, connecting up to that. And the theory, and that map is gone now. That's you can't. It's hard to find, and if you find it, it's. I mean, the people, like
Do what?
the I don't know. I guess you want to call them the higher ups of the world. I guess they did what they could to erase that off of like to be able to get rid of that map so people didn't see it.
No, yeah, I was looking at some maps like that the other day. I was just looking at like I watched like a TikTok video where it's like conspiracy theory that true map is like what the actual map is like a little fraction of the bigger map
Hmm.
that has going on.
I have seen that theory of how
And like
the world is way
and like
bigger than what is projected onto us.
and like it's we're just surrounded by glacier. It's like a big old glacier wall.
Okay, I found part of the map. I found it. I'm gonna send it to you on Snapchat if you wanna look it up real quick. If you wanna look at it real quick.
I bet.
This is the thing that they were saying, and all four of the all of those are the rivers that break off, and it's like a top-down view. That was one. That
Mm.
was part of the. That's not the original one, but that was part of it. It was very similar to that.
Um, I mean, or it could have been all distorted from like the Great Flood.
Maybe here's another picture. This is a better picture of it. But that's as the thing goes, and I don't know. I don't know for sure.
I mean, can't really tell like how things are.
Yeah, it's kind of hard to compare an old, like super old map to what we have now. It's especially when all the names are either in a different language or completely different than what we know them as. Like you can see, there's like Asia, but it's spelt slightly different. It has an E at the end.
Yeah, Asia. Ours.
And there's just other.
RVs. There's an RV park. Yeah, it's like the yellow one.
Yeah,
It's like it's named RVs.
yeah, RVs. I see that. I don't know.
Okay, let me see if I can find. Let me see the
That's the one. I think that was roughly the map that I saw.
world.
I'll 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 probably end up editing a video on for the podcast so y'all everybody else can see it. I'll try to do that
Yeah.
just so y'all know what I'm talking about. But or anything else we talk about in this video that I need a visual representation of, I wouldn't mind editing it in. But I don't know.
Are you gonna do it today or like tomorrow?
I'll probably edit it tomorrow. I'll probably go to sleep after we finish recording, and then I'll wake up in the morning and edit it.
Yeah. Or later.
Yeah, well, yeah, technically later.
What's that map called?
Of
It
what
was
map
like
on that?
a. It was like a. So it shows the like R map, then it shows like the glaciers around it, and then it's like a bigger map.
Let me see if I can find anything of that. That's not it.
The world behind.
Um, I know I think I've seen what you're talking about, but
Is that a conspiracy theory?
yeah,
Did I find it?
I think I found what you're talking about.
I think so too, but I don't know if this
I'm
is
sending it
it.
to you. Is this what you're talking about? I'll put this on screen too when I editing.
But I think it's part of the flat Earth theory. To be honest with you,
Maybe I don't know. I don't even know what ties in with the flat Earth theory. There's probably so much that ties in that we don't even know about. I'm gonna keep it real.
to be honest with you,
I don't know.
and my computer just turned off.
It was just yeah, I probably just went to
There it
sleep.
is.
Honestly,
Yeah.
mine does that too sometimes if I don't. What it won't now because I have OBS running.
Alright, I'll go look for. I'll go look at the one you're showing me.
Yeah, yeah. I think there was another one that I saw that was more of just black and white, but it was showed a slightly different.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Something like that. There's the one I found too. Okay, no, but this is okay. But this one says the walls of Asgard. So okay, yeah, yeah, no.
I think this is more of the one you were talking about. This one looks more familiar, anyways.
Yeah, something like that.
I don't know. I don't know about that one. I don't know. I have seen videos of stuff of like people being near big ice walls and just talking about that. I don't know. It's kind of crazy.
Yeah, let me find on TikTok.
Speaking
The
of,
real
we'll get
map
right back on this though. But
theory.
speaking of this ice cap thing, scientists revived. I think it was like a worm or something that was frozen for like 40,000 years in Antarctica. They revived it. They brought it
I
back.
think. Yeah, I think I know what you're talking
And
about.
then even before that, they revived something they called the zombie virus that they found in Antarctica.
That like makes like animals
Yeah.
act. Yeah.
And at this point, I think they should just leave stuff alone in Antarctica. I'd rather you just leave it alone. I'm gonna be honest.
What is it?
If you found the video, I would. I mean, I could edit that in too, honestly.
Yeah.
If you find the video you're looking for.
Yeah, no. Oh, it's the the 1587 world map.
1587 world map.
Hmm.
I'll look that up real quick.
I didn't find the right video, so I'm not gonna send it to you.
Okay, this is the
But
theory in 1587.
mm-hmm.
So was this like the official map in 1587, or was this just like a?
Did you send it to me?
No, I'm just. I'll send. I'll save one and send it to you though.
But
This will probably get edited into just to have it up there. Let me find a better picture. This one's alright. There you go. I don't know. Maybe. Maybe not though.
yeah, yeah, yeah.
In 1587, when? No, when? I don't know.
They say like where the red is, it's where like the ice wall is at.
Hmm.
Where the red is like the ice wall, and like you can
Yeah.
see in some parts of the map, you can see like weird animals and giants.
What are your thoughts on the whole Kraken theory? You know, the massive Kraken that would take down, that would wrap its tentacles around boats and pull them under during like pirate era times?
Ships.
Yeah.
I mean, we only have we only have like 15 or 5% of the sea covered, so it could be to be honest.
The only I don't know. It's just it's the same thing with Like I think megalodons absolutely did exist.
Oh,
But they don't anymore because sufficient food sources and stuff.
but I mean, we don't know that like in the like deep in the sea.
Yeah.
Like we don't know if like they adapted to go deeper in the sea because there's more food life, or if they like did like a, or if their source of food they have transferred to like plankton or something like
Hmm.
that,
Well, I don't think an apex predator could transfer
like
to
whales.
something that small. But
I mean, evolution over like years maybe.
maybe I don't know. But it's an apex. They were huge sharks, man. I mean, I get whales
They're,
live off that kind of stuff, but whales like they're built for that. Sharks have the teeth, like megalodons have the teeth for killing.
yeah,
I don't know. And the only thing is, I don't know if they could over time adapt to be able to see in the water. Because I think after like I don't know exactly what the depth is, but after a certain amount of depth, it's completely pitch black.
yeah. See no
And I
light, and
don't
then like
know,
their
yeah.
pupils just turns white.
And I don't know if they could like. There's obviously there's fish, there's creatures down there that can survive in that, but I don't know if they could. But then
Mm,
again,
I don't know.
I'm gonna call it recent, but by recent I mean I don't know how many years ago it was, but there was I think it was a blue whale that had washed up and it was like half eaten,
I think I remember. I think I know what you're
like
getting
its back half was eaten.
at. What like recent years, like in the 2000s?
Yeah, I believe so. Yeah. Uh,
Like full like a
it
white.
was okay. I'm looking at it right now. It was. Oh, there's been multiple. Okay, there was one April 11th, 2023, South Africa blue whale bitten in half. But then the one I was talking
How
about, I
big are
think
blue whales?
the one I'm talking about was in Hawaii in 2009. And I had it wrong. It looks like they ate the front. No, they ate the back half in Hawaii, it looks like. But blue whales, let me search up their size.
100 feet long.
98 feet, but they weigh up to
3,000 pounds.
199 tons, which
Yeah,
is let me see how many pounds it
300.
is.
Like 300,000 pounds.
Yeah, almost 400,000 pounds.
And they're fast. Well,
Yep,
not really. 31 miles per hour.
they're big. They're bigger than a commercial airplane.
Yeah.
But then also, I mean, with the Kraken though, there have been things with whales have frequent battles when they dive for food with big squids. Big squid will attack them, and there's like scarring on whales.
What do you think actually happened to those people in this that like collapsed in the sea?
Oh, and are you talking about the Ocean Gate situation?
Yeah, the submarine.
They died nearly instantly because is what
Yeah,
happened was it was an
pressure mass.
implosion. It was an implosion, so an explosion obviously explodes outwards, an implosion is inwards. So it
Yeah,
crushed them, and
like
I think the timing was like zero. Let me see how long it was.
it's faster than your brain can feel pain.
Yeah,
Yeah, I know that. So they, so
it's
they
one
didn't feel it.
millisecond or one thousandth of a second. It was instantly, instantaneous. They didn't feel anything. And
Yeah,
as for their bodies, they're all gone. I mean, there's no recovery. There's no point in even attempting to recover it.
yeah. I
I
lost
think
pussy.
the CEO was an idiot for going through with it because he had already years prior was in a lawsuit with the former worker because he wanted to launch earlier, and he claimed that the former worker was saying that it wasn't safe, and the CEO was saying that was cutting corners and saying that it was too safe, cutting a lot of corners in
Bro,
terms of safety, and then they go down and it imploded.
is he going? Is he going like to jail?
Oh no, he was on the submarine with them.
He was.
Yep, he was on the submarine with them.
I mean, come on. They're planning to do something like that, but for space.
Ugh,
Idea or not?
they shouldn't. I think I don't know. I feel the only thing about space, man, is I don't know, dude. I mean, I will give at least we know more about space than we do the ocean. I'll give him that. But that'd be a worse place to get like lost in. Because you're not just there's not
Yeah,
pressure, there's
cause.
no atmosphere, there's no pressure. You're not gonna get crushed and die instantaneously. If anything, you're gonna run out of oxygen and suffocate. You're gonna drift away infinitely,
Mm-hmm.
and you'll starve or suffocate first. You'll never know. Probably suffocate first. Honestly, you probably run out of oxygen way before you starve. Maybe.
Oh, yeah, and I've heard what's it called? I've heard and like it's around the same subject about like Mount Everest, how people climb and see like dead bodies over dead
Oh yeah.
bodies over dead bodies.
There's a quite a bit of bodies. I don't know if it's Mount Everest, but there's one of the mountains where the bodies are markers for people to know how high they are.
Yeah, Mount Everest.
Yeah. Oh, it's Mount Everest. Okay, I didn't know if it was one of those or if it was one of the It was a different mountain somewhere else.
No,
Maybe
yeah, yeah.
Fiji.
No, yeah, Mount Everest.
Fuji is
They
the
have
main mountain.
markers. So there's
Yep.
like if there's like bodies and like if you see someone like stuck and like they can't get up, you can't even help them because it's too dangerous.
Mm-hmm. And
So, like you,
they can't get rid of the bodies because it's too dangerous. They can't even attempt that really.
uh
It's one of those
they're just
things
they're
that when you
frozen.
go, it's a risk that you take to climb that. And I guess if you want to take that risk, good for you. But I'll pass on that honestly. If I'm gonna scale a big mountain, it's gonna be a much smaller mountain.
Yeah, let's keep it in like oh
How how,
plateaus.
how big is Fuji?
I'm not sure.
It's in Japan. It is 3,700 meters, so 12,000 feet.
Versus
And Mount Everest. Let me see. Mount Everest is 29,000 feet. It's over double it.
oh oh yeah, and then plus you get like zero, like you get like zero to no oxygen up there.
You
So
get very low oxygen. Yep. So
so you
if you,
get
hey, I mean, if you want to hike and scale a big mountain, go to Fuji.
yeah,
It's
much better.
its risk is far less.
Mm-hmm. I like how we had like we did this we tried to do a funny podcast and we got really serious into
I know.
I mean I like it. Pretty good conversation so far.
Uh, it says there are really only 12 people that die every year hiking Fuji, Mount Fuji.
And what is it, like of exhaustion?
It
Of
doesn't say what.
exhaustion?
It doesn't say
Oh,
what.
they get eaten by the animals at Fuji.
Maybe. I'm not finding an exact number for Everest. Some of these are saying only 300 people have died on Everest. I
Oh,
do not believe that.
only three a year?
No, it's saying only 300 total have died on Mount Everest. 300 total, and I
Maybe
do
like
not believe that.
yeah, I feel like just documented, like 300 documented.
Probably just documented, honestly. I don't know. I don't know. I don't recommend hiking. Big mountains like that. That's just
Yeah,
stupid.
to be honest, bro. I think canyons are better.
Oh yeah, canyons are cool. It's just, I mean, hot.
Yeah.
Especially here, man. Texas is relentless with heat.
Right now.
It's like it's not even humid either where we live. It's just dry.
Well, it's been kind of humid lately, though.
Yeah, we have been getting rain somewhat recently, but majority of the time, man, it's just dry, hot. And we can't ever get like a good amount of
It is,
wind.
bro.
It's
They're
either
like
no
going
wind
up
at
to like
all or
what? Too much wind.
yeah, it's ridiculous.
I hate the plains, bro.
Hey man,
If it wasn't Texas, I would move, bro.
I love Texas.
If we didn't have Bucky's, I would move.
And we do have a lot of we have a lot of Buckies.
Yeah, they're
I think
building one
I
in town.
yeah, I think Texas is like only place Bucky's is, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, I think so too.
Bucky's is part of like the holy trinity of Texas.
But yeah,
It's like Bucky's, HEB, and some other place. I forgot the other place. We don't even have an HEB. I don't even know where our nearest one is.
yeah. Oh, Waterburger.
Yeah, Whataburger. But those have
The Holy
expanded out
Trinity.
of Texas, so I mean,
Yeah, but it's a
Dairy
Holy
Queen has
Trinity.
expanded out of Texas.
Mm-hmm.
DQ. That's what I like about Texas. The ads, I've heard the ads are still like that outside of Texas,
Really?
but in Texas, it's not like that anymore. But yeah, I've heard outside of Texas, that's how the ads are.
I haven't even watched. I don't even watch ads no more.
I don't either. Dude, real talk though, Dairy Queen's not even that good.
To be honest, bro.
Like their
The
food's
ice
not
cream.
good. Even their ice cream, I would much rather go to like Brahms for ice cream.
Yeah, the ice cream is a mid at most.
Go to Brahms, Baskin Robbins, just anywhere other than there.
Yeah, like the only good thing they had at Dairy Queen was like the one you could turn upside down.
The Blizzards. I was never a fan of
Like
Blizzards.
that one's pretty cool. I mean,
I mean, it's cool, but I was never a fan of them, honestly.
yeah. I like watching the videos where like they're in a hot car and they like try to turn it over and it falls in their lap.
Yeah, did you know when you get a Blizzard handed you at a Dairy Queen, if they don't flip it upside down, it's free?
Really?
Yep, they have to flip it upside down when they hand it to you. If they don't, it's free.
Damn. I bet they can gel it with the manager.
I mean, maybe. I
Did
was
you
about to
ask
say, I
for
mean, if they're in a
hot
rush,
dog?
if they're packed, then it's not as big of a deal, but they're never going to be packed.
Definitely not.
They're.
It's a dip.
How many? Do we only have one left in town, or we have more than one?
I think we have like up to two.
Let me check real quick. I don't know.
People are gonna know where we live just by the like facts we're
We
giving.
have three. I mean, if they find it out, props to them, but
Yeah, it's gonna be what to call the guys that play what's that one game?
what game?
GeoGuessr.
Oh, yeah. Uh, yeah, that game. Dude, people are crazy with that game.
Yeah. But like, oh, there's a Russian flag.
It's like, oh, this is this. Oh, I've seen
You're in the
these.
middle of Texas.
I've seen these telephone poles. These are only in this one country, which leads me to believe that I'm here, and they'll get like 500 feet off.
I know. Like, oh, I've seen this lady downtown.
It's
It must be
ridiculous.
in Japan.
It's like I see this guy here, and he's doing this, so that means I'm here. It's like, bro, what do you do with all your free time? Like, how do you go work for the military, bro? You could go work for the government. They could really use you.
For real. Like the CIA.
Yeah, dude. I mean, anything at that point.
Bro, what's wrong with the CIA agents, bro? They really should do some good like background checks, bro. They keep on like releasing documents
Really, I mean,
and
I could see some of it being an accident. Some of it could also be just some kind of breach.
and the
But
one there's just like one guy from the CIA that like try to be like there's just one joke website. It's like hire assassins, something
hmm
like that. Like he truly tried. He truly thought it was like real. He like I'm really good at killing. I know really real way to kill. He's like get $10,000 and then $10,000 when the job's done. And like some person like reported him
yeah,
and he got like arrested or something like that.
I don't know how you fall for websites like that.
And he was like, and it got confirmed that he was a part of the security force at CIA.
Yeah, they should really do some. I mean, I'm sure they do background checks, but they gotta like look into other stuff, man.
Yeah,
I mean,
I guess they're not getting paid enough.
probably not. I mean, I'm sure they get paid pretty well, but I'm sure they just don't
You
care
think
enough, which
you
they
think the
should.
government has like assassins for hire?
Oh, absolutely, yes. 1,000,000%. There was a guy the guy that created he had made a patent for a car,
The what?
the water vehicle, yeah, that could run on water, and he got killed. When he was
You
dying,
know
like
who I haven't heard any of?
what?
So there used to be this one TikToker that I used to watch. I used to follow him. He used to talk about how to make your own gasoline.
Oh, I followed that guy too.
I haven't seen his
I
videos
haven't. They
in
probably
a
got taken
while.
down. I don't know if anything happened. I hope nothing happened to him, but yep, I
Yeah.
remember that guy. It was that black guy.
Oh, and there's this other country kid that I just the other country guy that I just seen where he was actually making energy out of water.
Mm-hmm. I'm pretty sure it's a really easy concept, honestly. I saw a video
Yeah.
about this guy doing it, and he was talking about how easy of a concept it was.
Huh.
Uh, but I don't know, man.
Any anybody that took what was it? I think it was like chemistry could do it.
Oh, I saw a different video about it. It wasn't even about that. He was just talking about it, how easy it was to do it with salt water,
Yeah, like salt water and copper pipe, something like that. But
copper
we're not gonna get too
wiring.
into it. Not
Yep.
get too into it before we
Yeah.
for the night.
Oh no, the government's gonna get me.
I mean, my camera's still on and I'm not even using it no more. So
Mine has been on this whole time, but mine turns on when I open OBS because I have it connected to OBS. It's not recording my camera, but like I have that part turned off. But every time I open OBS, it turns it on, just because to use it. But I have the flap over it anyways, so how
what?
long? How long have we been recording for? It's been an hour and a
A while.
half. We can close it out if you want.
It's up to you, but you have like more to talk. I'm done to
I
keep
mean,
on
we could
talking.
always do another episode, honestly, so it's not too long.
Like just right next to this, or
I mean, we could record it later if you'd like. I don't really care. I need to go to bed, honestly, but
yeah, I'm down.
all right. If you wanna do the out, you wanna close it out?
Sure.
Go ahead.
Good.
Just however you want to end it.
It's actually the name of the podcast again.
What did you just say?
Oh, it's like POW.
Yeah, man. Just close it, man. Just close it however you feel like we need to close it, man. I don't care. I'll edit all this talking us talking out, so it's like not
Honestly, just leave it in, bro.
leave it in. Okay, man. I'll leave this on.
Alright, well, thank you for what or listening. Hope y'all enjoyed. We got into like a lot of topics. It was a roller coaster. Thank y'all. This was POW, Prisoners of War. See y'all later.
All right. See ya, man.